Sporting figures Jim Taylor and Walter Gretzky are with me. They have a passion for Canada, hockey, sport, and all it entails. Taylor has written many books, one of them about Walter's boy, Wayne Gretzky, too, actually, right?
Two, yeah.
The most prolific scorer in the NHL was Wayne. Still?
And will be.
And will be forever?
Well, I know forever is a little tough. I think it might take 1,000 years.
Sure, but aren't you the guy who wrote once that there'll never be a Russian playing in the NHL?
Sure, remember that. I said pigs will fly before Russians play in the National Hockey League. I also wrote that when Elvis Presley put out Heartbreak Hotel, and I said that I was writing a jazz column, and I said, you know, the record is a piece of crap, and in a year nobody will know this guy's name.
Elvis Presley.
Elvis Presley, yes.
Really?
Yes. It's a gift.
Yes, you are very psychic.
Oh, yeah.
Very psychic,
yeah,
yes.
very
But
psychic.
you went on to write a book. Didn't you write a book with Larionov?
Yes. Yes.
So the Russians did play in the NHL.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you see a difference in how a Russian plays hockey and a Canadian boy plays hockey or an American kid plays hockey?
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
I think so.
How so?
The European, he sticks more to the finesse of the game, and the Canadian, more physical part of the game.
But you know, a lot of the magic is gone now because we didn't used to know the Russians. Now they're all playing in the Quebec Junior Hockey League or the Ontario, you know, they're playing over here.
Yeah.
And because this is where the money is.
Sure. What do you think about girls playing hockey?
It's
I know you
wonderful.
have grandkids.
Yeah, wonderful. It's something different to see.
Well, you know, I mean, I think right now the Canucks, given their situation, should try to sign Haley Wickenheiser as quickly as possible.
Given their Luongo, Schneider, or Wickenheiser. Why not?
Exactly.
Oh, there'd be a protest,
Oh,
as
yes,
you know.
of course it would.
Well, the Canucks are in a bit of a hole.
Yes,
and the
they are.
fans here are tough.
Yeah.
They're, you know, like old Boston fans and Prairie fans seem to be Argo fans. They're more loyal. But in Vancouver, it seems, when the Canucks aren't...
They go after him, eh?
Yeah, very much. I think. That's my sense.
Oh, yeah, sure. I mean, they bail.
Yeah.
We're with you, win or tie, you know, and that's it.
Did Wayne ever get hate mail?
I wouldn't
When-
know.
Well, he didn't get hate mail. What he got was a lot of people criticizing, you know, and saying he was a puck hog and all that sort of stuff. But when he was little, I mean, once he turned pro, I mean, how do you argue with it? You know.
Well, true. And but in your basement today, in Brantford, is there still a lot of?
Oh, yeah. It's just filled up. There's no more room.
I see.
But you know,
Well, Phyllis has gone to the heaven,
yes,
so she can't get on you about the basement anymore,
no,
right?
Oh, you know about that, eh?
yes.
I hear tell.
Research, but you know, but here's the thing about Variety, the house. You know that people would come and they would go through their garbage to get souvenirs.
True.
And one time they grabbed pieces of turf out of the front lawn.
Grass, a patch of grass.
From the
Yes.
Gretzky house.
Really?
Yes.
Oh,
But
yeah.
didn't you? I read this, maybe in one of your books, likely, that Walter actually gave that girl more grass, didn't you?
I found out where they were from. They were car pulled up one day. Two young girls, 9, 10 years old, came, jumped out of the car and they ran on the front lawn, grabbing a handful of grass. And then they were gone. And anyways, I found out who those girls were over 20 years later, and I wrote them a letter. They're from Halifax, Nova Scotia. I knew who they were visiting in Kitchener because I went to a function, and that's where I met their aunt. She told me about the two girls. She was the driver of the car at the time. And I wrote each girl a letter. Dear Mrs. So-and-so, I'm sure the grass you took from our front lawn years ago must be dried out, disintegrated by now. Therefore, enclosed in a little plastic package is some fresh grass from our lawn.
That's great.
And I met that girl in Halifax at our golf tournament, that one of them. And I said, did you ever get the grass I sent you? Absolutely. It's in a separate container from the first grass. She has both of them when she was 10 years old and now.
Well, speaking of autographs, I know people want Walter's autograph as much as they want
Yeah.
Wayne's. I don't know as much, but they certainly want your autograph, being the hot hockey dad.
That's true. The kids, 9, 10, 11 years old, at the rink say, could I get your autograph, Mr. Gretzky? I'll say, sure, what's your name? Billy. I'll start writing. As soon as I start writing, they'll say, would you mind just signing it, W. Gretzky, please? Little kids, 9, 10, 11 years old.
Well, you know something? When we
you
did-
can see that's how I do it.
That is how you do it. Let's see here. Where is it? There
already
it is.
done.
Yeah. Just W. Gretzky,
Yeah,
because you can
that way I could do 50 people in 2 minutes.
Uh,
Just put a name in.
see, best wishes always. Do you have one of these?
I never got anything. You know, basically, I was just. No, but I'll tell you about the lineups. The second book, Wayne's there and he's signing autographs, and Wally's signing autographs over here. And I went over to Wayne, I leaned over and said, I don't know how to break this to you, but Wally's lineup is longer than yours. And it was. Yeah.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
And what a joy for you to write those books, to be with Walter and Wayne, and
When we wrote the first one and they had the banquet at Wayne's restaurant, and I stood up and I said, I think this may not be the best time to mention this, but I would have done this for nothing. You know.
Yeah, then he finally told us that after.
Yeah, after,
Of course.
I'd spent the money.
He's smarter than he looks.
he is smarter than he looks. You got
Yeah.
that right, Walter. How nice to see you. Thank you for
Pleasure
coming
again.
Thank you for
across the
having
pond.
us. Thank
Hey,
you very,
nice to
very
see
much.
you again. And could you write him an autograph, just just because?
JT will do.
And maybe you could give him the Warhol of Wayne that you have signed. We'll work it out.
No, he's not getting the Warhol.
Okay, fine. We'll figure it out. Remember, you can catch our conversations on YouTube or follow me on Twitter at Fanny Kiefer. There will be many more tenacious, talented, terrific sporting guests to come. Thanks for watching Shaw TV and being here with me today.